Hi there. Today I'm going to tell you a story about something shocking that happened to me and my family. So every year, this is a year, right? A year is 12 months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, right? This is 1 year, and 1 year is 12 months. Every year, my grandmother took me and my cousins to the circus. What is a circus, right? A circus, you have these big tents, right? Like this. There's a tent, and you can go inside and see animals like elephants. Yeah, here is an elephant, right? An elephant is a big animal, and a lot of elephants are gray. They are a gray color, but some elephants are brown, right? So there are elephants that you can see at the circus, and there are lions, right? A lion is a big cat. So let's see if I can draw a lion. We have a cat like this, and it has a nose, and it has a big mane of fur around its neck, right? And it has a tail kind of like this, right? It's a lion. You might see lions and elephants or tigers, right? A tiger is also a cat like a lion, but a tiger doesn't have a mane, right? It doesn't have this mane around its neck. And a tiger will have stripes, right? Maybe black stripes like this. And, some tigers are orange, like this, like the lion. So they have these big animals in the tents, and maybe they have a magician, right? So a magician is a person who might wear a top hat, and they have a magic wand, maybe ding, 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 right? And maybe they pull a rabbit out of their hat, right? So they turn the hat over, turn the hat upside down, turn the hat over, and then they'll pull a rabbit out of the hat. Yeah, a rabbit is a little animal with big ears and a nose and whiskers, right? And it has a little tail, right? A little cottontail. Big feet. Yeah, it has big feet, and it jumps, right? It boing boing. And the magician will maybe pull a rabbit out of the hat. So you can see all of these things in the circus. And my grandmother took us to the circus every year. I think it was in July or June. I think maybe June. It was always in June. And the circus was actually not in a tent here where we went to the circus. It wasn't in a tent. It was in a building, right? It was in a building with windows and some doors, right? So inside this building, the circus would come and we would go and see. My grandmother would take me. My dad's mom, right? So we have my mom and my dad, and here is me, right? Me, and then my brother, my younger brother, Nicholas. And then we have cousins, and it was cousins on my dad's side. So my dad has parents, dad and a mom, my grandma and my grandpa. So it was my grandma, my dad's mom, who would take us to the circus to see the elephants and the lions and tigers and the magicians and the acrobats, right? People who would do tricks, or maybe they would walk on the tightrope, right? So up here, they would climb a ladder, right? Climb a ladder up way up here. And then they would walk on the tightrope, right? They would balance, or maybe they would ride a bicycle. Yeah, they would ride bicycle on the tightrope. Yeah, it's crazy, unbelievable. So my dad's mom, my grandmother, would take me and my brother and our cousins. Yeah. So my dad has two older brothers. One, two. So let's move my grandparents and them. So we have my dad has two older brothers and then their parents, my grandpa and my grandma, right? And then my dad also had a younger, or has a younger sister. And my dad is married to my mom and has two children, right? Two kids, me and my younger brother. And then my dad's eldest brother, my uncle, has four kids, right? Four kids. And then my dad's second eldest brother, my uncle, had one kid, has one kid still now, and had one kid when we went to the circus, one child. And then my dad's sister, my aunt, has two children. So my dad's mom, my grandmother, would take all of us, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 9 grandchildren, her grandchildren. I am her grandchild. She's my grandmother, and I am her grandchild, right? And so is my brother. My brother's her grandchild. And my grandpa, right? I was my grandfather's grandchild too. Unfortunately, my dad's parents have both died, right? They're both deceased. My dad's dad died in 2013, and my dad's mom, my grandma, died in 2021. Yeah, not very long ago. Yeah, in December. So my grandmother took all of us, right? 9 grandchildren to the circus every year. When I was really young, it was me, and my brother, and maybe I can't remember. I can't remember when we started, right? When the first time, right? The first time we went to the circus, I can't remember who it was and how many, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't remember. But anyway, one year, 2000 and something, I don't remember when, but it was before 2003. So before 2003, maybe 2002 or 2001 or 2000. I don't remember. But one year, my grandma took us to the circus, right? Circus. And something very shocking happened, right? So at the circus, there are 3 rings. Well, at this circus that we went to, there are 3 rings. And I think many circuses have 3 rings. So inside the ring are the performers, right? Are the people or the elephants. Yeah, so the elephants are inside the ring and maybe they stand on a ball, right? So here's a ball and they walk on the ball, or maybe they do some other tricks inside the ring. And in this year that we went to the circus, there was one elephant who was really sad, right? Very sad, because this elephant had a baby, right? A baby elephant. A little baby elephant. So here is the baby elephant. And the mother, right? The mom elephant was very sad and worried because the baby elephant was not there, was not in the ring. Yeah? So the mom elephant was trying to find her baby elephant because the baby elephant wasn't there and she couldn't see her baby elephant. And at the circus, there were many kids, right? Many kids sitting on the ground, right? And then there were some bleachers here too that people could sit in the bleachers and they could watch the show. But here on the floor, right, on the floor, there were many people sitting and watching the show on the floor right here. And I was here too. I was sitting here and my cousins, and we were all sitting on the floor watching the show. And there were other people sitting in the bleachers watching the show. And then suddenly the elephant is looking for the baby elephant, and the elephant stands on the ring, and is looking out at all of us. And then the elephant steps out of the ring into all of the people, right? Oh my God. And so all of the people go whoosh, right? Everybody runs this way and this way. And so all the people leave, and the elephant, the mother elephant, walks out into the crowd of people. There's all sorts of people here. People, right? There are lots of people, times maybe 50 people. Yeah, 50 people or more. Lots of people here. And the elephant walks through here. And there are some more bleachers here, and the elephant comes through here. And then over this way, there is a door. Right? There's a door over here, a door to get outside. And there are actually two doors, and the doors were open, right? But there is a metal bar. There's a bar between the doors, kind of like here, right? Between the doors, there was a bar, and the elephant, right, the mother elephant, went through the doors. And because the elephant is so big and the doors are so small, this bar right here, when the elephant went through, the bar bent, right? So the bar looked like this. It bent as the elephant walked out the door. So here's the elephant, right, with the tail. And the elephant walked through the door and bent the door frame. And now the elephant is outside, walking around. And the elephant went downtown, right? So here is the street, and there are buildings in the street, right? Lots of buildings, offices where people work, and houses. And the elephant was walking down the street, looking for its baby, looking around and trying to find, where is my baby? And my mom, right? So here are my parents and my mom. In this year, when this happened, 2000, 2001, 2002, I don't remember. But my mom was the animal control warden. So my mom would look around for animals that were walking around in the city, like cats. Meow. Cats that were walking around the city that didn't have an owner, right? Owner is a person who owns the cat or the pet, right? Or maybe dogs, right? A dog that is walking around in the city that doesn't have an owner, right? So maybe an owner walks their dog, and my mom sees a dog that doesn't have an owner, right? Or maybe a skunk. Yeah, so a skunk is a little animal with a big tail like this, kind of like that. And it has a stripe on its back like this. It's black with a white stripe down the back. And a skunk sprays, right? It sprays a really, really bad smell. So maybe my mom would look for skunks in the city and she would catch them, right? She would catch them in a cage like this. Because if there are skunks walking around the city, they might spray someone, right? They might spray, they might spray someone in the eyes, and then they can't see anymore. So my mom's job, right? My mom, her job, her work, right? She worked to catch animals in the city, right? To help protect the animals, to save the animals, and to protect people from like skunks or other animals, or maybe even snakes. But my mom doesn't like snakes. No, she doesn't like snakes. They scare her. But sometimes she has to see a snake and has to catch it, right? But on this day, when the elephant got out and the elephant was walking around the city, right? So here's the elephant walking around the city with its big ears and its trunk, right? So the elephant is walking around the city. My mom didn't work that day. She had the day off, right? So usually my mom worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? My mom would work and she would go and catch animals. And on this day, when the elephant was walking around the city, she had the day off. She wasn't working. So she didn't get to see the elephant, and she didn't get to help catch the elephant and take it back to the circus. So my mom was a little bit sad that she didn't get to see the elephant walking around town and help, right? To help other people get the elephant back to the circus, right? So what do you think? Do you think the circus is good for animals or bad for animals? And have you ever seen an elephant walk into people at the circus and then walk in the streets of a city? Have you seen that? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button below and ring the bell to get notifications when I upload new videos in the future. And consider becoming a Patreon by joining our Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much. Bye.